Hi little skeletons, it is Disney Queen Skelly here. Welcome back to the Get to Know Me's. So today's Get to Know Me's is 121 to 132, so we have a few questions to get through. Let's get started. Do you have any friends you would consider family? Absolutely. My one and only friend, well, I guess one and only really true friend is Harley Baby, and I consider her like my sister, my best girl. She is my family, and in fact, I think my mom considers her like a surrogate daughter. What physical traits do you share with your relatives? Ooh, physical traits. Okay, so I have my mom's eyes. I have my mom's hair, technically, but my dad's color of hair. I have my mom's skin tone. Technically my dad's too, I guess. They're both kind of lighter skinned. But I burn like my mom, but I tan like my dad. I have my mom's nose. I have my dad's lips. Actually kind of grateful because full lips. Going down to, say, other attributes, I definitely do not have my mother's breasts. I have my grandmother's breasts. And I also have unfortunately, my family's slow metabolism. I have my mom's legs. I think arms-wise, I think I have my mom's arms. But my hands are kind of a mystery. The only person in my family who really has the same hands as I do is my tia Marta. Long and, skinny and lengthy and nails as well. My lack of vision comes from both sides of the family. My really bad teeth comes from both sides of the family. So yeah, I guess I'm just like an amalgamation. What stories did your family members tell you growing up? They were mostly about me and embarrassing shit I would do, and I really had to stop that because it got to the point where it kind of felt like bullying rather than like actually just telling me funny stories about myself. And the reason why I say it's kind of like bullying is because I don't necessarily enjoy when people talk about me like that, and it's not like any of the other cousins get talked about like that or any other family members get talked about like that. It's just strictly me, and it gets really embarrassing. But then other than that, my parents would tell me like stories about how they met, how they first started dating, just basically any questions I had, they would answer. How did your parents and your grandparents meet? Oh, okay, so I was only ever told about my grandparents once, and I totally forgot. But my parents, so my mom and my dad both used to work at this movie theater that I actually live nearby. There was one evening my dad had no plans. Basically, I think the person that he was supposed to be hanging out with canceled on him. So he started asking everybody on like a Friday night, hey, do you have plans? Do you have plans? Do you have plans? And everyone said no, except for my mother. So my mom comes over in her uniform and officially meets my dad's mom and dad and sister. And she's not looking her best. But they go out, they have a good time. And then my dad asked her, he goes, hey, do you actually want to go on a real date sometime? My mom said yes, and just kind of took off from there. What makes you proud of your family? The achievements that we've all made. And that doesn't just extend from my grandparents. I'm proud of my parents, my cousins, my aunt and uncles, my aunts and uncles on both sides of the family, really, and myself as well. We've all been trying to achieve goals that we want, and I feel like a lot of us are doing a really good job in accomplishing those goals, even at the very least accomplishing things that maybe we didn't think we'd ever accomplish, like getting married or career goals we wanted, owning houses. It's just I'm proud of my family no matter what they do. What can always bring your family together? Family gatherings, mostly, depending on whether it's Easter or Christmas or someone's birthday. Usually big celebrations is what usually brings our family together. Sometimes not everyone can unfortunately be there, but we try to make the best of it. Do you share a name with anyone in your family? Yeah. So my first name is my mom's youngest sister's middle name, and my middle name is actually a shared name between both sides of my family. What activities do you like to do with your family today? Mostly I like to sit down and watch movies with my mom and dad, movies that they maybe haven't seen before. Like just yesterday we watched Wish, and we also watched Blue Beetle, which was really cool. What activities did you love to do with your family growing up? I love to play board games with them, even though I was a very sore loser. Can still be depending on my mood, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. But yeah, we would try to have family game night every Wednesday night, and then we would go to say Disneyland or something like that, but little things like that. If you're married, I am, are you close with your in-laws? Not as close as I'd like to be. My in-laws are out of state, and I don't get to see them as much. My mother-in-law does text me from time to time, but it's not like my dad where he's able to see like my mom's parents more often. We're just unable to see my husband's parents often. Would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors or travel into the future to meet your descendants? That's a good question. I would probably rather go to the future to meet my descendants, mainly because I know, like, my family has talked so much about my past relatives that I feel like I really know them well. I would rather go to the future and see what's become of my family, like my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, just how my line has gone down, and how long hubby and I have had stayed together for, and maybe, you know, if it really was death to us part, you know, what age did death depart us? Anyways, those are my answers. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to answer these, put them in the comment section down below, along with the number, and please be kind and respectful to those who comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, little skeletons. Please stay safe. I love you guys.